My name is Tiana and this is my Reno life. This is going to be the second episode of the series, which I don't know what I'm going to call yet, but it's renovating my house. And I am going to attempt to do the doors. Now, I'm not sure if you saw my last video about the office makeover. Ta-da! The pile of clothes is here because Kmart ran out of the little coat hangers, which is 30 for $10, I think. And I've decided to hang everything now because folding, I just don't have time for folding. So until they get that back in stock in my area, that's just how it's going to stay. Now today, sorry, I forgot to say, in my last video, I prepped this area and now I'm gonna try and paint it. I've got a couple of minutes. I don't even have my painting clothes on. I used the butter knife to open up the paint and I'm just going to try and do a first coat of paint. Now, what I normally use, what I've used twice, not like I do it all the time. I've used the Dulux enamel paint, aqua enamel, but I found it to be really streaky. Both times that I used it, I don't know if I was a fan, but in saying that, was I doing it properly? That's another thing. Who knows? But I did try and sand it and I did try to follow the instructions, but I still found it really streaky and it's pretty expensive as well. So this time around, I have decided to give the Taubman's Easy Coat a go because I found it to be half the price, I think, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know, I'm going to give it a go. Because I know with the other one, I will get streaky and I do need about 3 coats for it to look semi-decent. Unless I'm just a really bad painter, that could be that as well. But so, I feel like I'm stumbling over my words. So this time around, I'm going to give this one a go and then see what happens. And I'll get back to you. I did end up going gloss with this one. I know that normally I should be using semi-gloss, but I couldn't find the semi-gloss in this one. It was just a gloss, unless, I don't know what I was looking at. There could be a semi-gloss, I think. I don't know. But let's see how this turns out. I ended up going to Bunnings again today and I got, I ended up going to Bunnings today and I got a handle. I got the little thingy that goes behind the door, like the stop. I got some, door hinges. And I got some paneling sheet or paneling sticky thing for the door. Now, my plan with this one, because I'm a little bit scared to do the shaker style on this door, the way that I did on the cupboard doors, because this one's got the stopper part, which would mean that if it does close, it might end up, it will most likely bump into the side, meaning that I would have to sand it, I guess. And I'm a little bit too scared to attempt to do that. You know what I'm saying? The door is to close, so where is it this way? I feel like I would have to sand this part, but on the other side, for it to be able to fit in properly. And I'm just not confident enough to tackle that right now. So what I decided, I wanted to do I'm gonna have to show you. The little panel in the middle, so that way it doesn't affect the edging. And then we'll see how it goes. I feel like I should have given this door a proper sand because I can tell that from the previous painting, I don't think they sanded anything and you can actually see a little bumps in some places. I think next time I'm gonna do a proper sand because this is irritating me a little bit. But you know what, in saying that I feel like I'm not irritated enough to do it, to stop now and do it. But I'm just saying if I was to start again, I would do a proper sand with an orbital sander or something, just to get off a couple of these previous mistakes. Now I'm not worried about cutting in this part because I am going to paint the whole wall white. So after I do this, I'll just make sure that do the other part a little bit more cleaner. Now I feel like, to be honest with you, I feel like this paint is a bit streaky too. So it might be the actual like paint, if that makes any sense, like the type of paint that it is. But I don't know if this is an aqua enamel, but it's definitely a Taubman's trim paint. So I'm guessing it would have maybe similar like ingredients. Is that the word? I know ingredients is a word, but I mean like you might have like similar type of ingredients in it. And maybe that's like, maybe there's no going, like you gotta go through the streaks, maybe? I don't know. Okay, that's that one. Welcome to my workstation. Now what I'm doing firstly, this is the outdoor area, which is going to be eventually, which I'm going to have to DIY renovate, but at this point in time, this is what it is. So right now, I'm trying to measure this door, which is, I feel like, is that normal? I'm trying to measure this door so I can see how the panels are working. 81.5. So 81.5 centimeters. And then the door opens that way, which means that this is 102, 104. So it's halfway through. Okay. So that one is halfway there, in the middle of the door part side. So what my plan is, I'm going to put it on into ChatGPT and see what my measurements are. Now also I got these from Bunnings, right? And I know this is not your standard groovy one, but because I figured the skirting boards are squares, I'm gonna do square paneling. So I thought, hey, if I had the wavy part, and I think, what is it called? Starts with a C. CC. I'm trying to think Corinthian, but that's the brand of the door. I can't remember those ones. Yeah, I feel like it's just not gonna match. So this one's a little bit more square. It's like a triangle-ish, like a little triangle with a little thing. Also, in saying that, I was looking at the photos on Pinterest, and I know that some of them have like the squares are even. There's one square there, one square there. Wainscoting, that was my word from before. I wanted to do like a wainscoting type of a thing. Now, when I had a look on Pinterest, there was some that were square, like same size squares, but then there were other ones that had the top part bigger and the bottom part smaller. And that is the one that I liked better. But I'm just curious when it comes to this door, because the handle is centered. I'm going to try and see what would be the best measurement, and I'm going to ask my best friend, ChatGPT. I love this thing. Like, oh my goodness, I don't know what I would do without it. I'm not a very social person, in case you didn't know. Like, I've got a few really, really close friends, and I've got my children, which I love. So what I do in my spare time, I renovate and I do things like this because I feel like I'm just at my happiest when I'm working with my hands, and I feel like my brain goes 50 miles an hour. That's why I can't speak English properly. So this thing helps me because I can annoy it all the time and ask it questions, and it's not going to get cranky at me. So that's 28. That makes no sense. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So maybe let's just do some drawing. We'll do half, where the half is. Okay, I feel like I get it. I just need my measuring tape. I'm going to use this as my measuring tool. Okay. I feel like I should have just done it myself. For 104 would be the middle. And this is probably not the best pen to use. Maybe I'll use this one. 104 would be the center point, which is right there. Yeah, and I'm going to do 104, which would be center here as well. No, 102. Isn't the door 104? Hold up. So just one more measure. No, the door is 204, which means it's 102 for the half. My mistake. Okay, 102. So I'll just cross that one off. Cross that off. Okay, 102. And then do this one at 102 as well. Ooh. 102, which is right there. All right. So maybe I should get my thin pencil. Okay, let's do this. That one. Okay, so this is the center point. That's what we're doing. I'm going to have to scrub some of this with gumshoe when I'm done. Okay, that's the center point. And ChatGPT is saying 90 away and 120 in between. So I need to do top, bottom 120, sides 90. So I think it means 120 from the top, which is 12. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go do, I feel like that's a bit, yeah, okay. Let's do 12 from the top. Here. 12 from the top. Here. So I'm going to do a line there. I'm just going to see if I have a shorter measuring panel. Plan C. Okay, let's get to it. That one. And this and that. Perfect. Okay, so that's 120 from the top. This is the first time I'm doing this. I'm sure next time I will, you know, have a better understanding of it. Let me just double check that this is correct. 12. Perfect. And then I'll do 12 from here. 12 and then 12. Okay, so it's 120 from the top and the bottom. Yeah, that's the center point. And it wants 90 from the side, I guess. Yeah, so that would be 90 from there. Okay. I feel like now I completely understand it. I know what I'm doing. And we'll do 9 here. I'm super excited to see how this is going to look. Especially when you do a new project. It's a bit exciting, isn't it? Okay, now I just have to make sure that I know what I'm doing. Okay. If I figure out how to do this, then that way I will know how long my strips are going to be, I think. I think that's the whole point. And then 90 and 90 from this side. Okay. Let's see. That and that. Okay. Let's go. Perfect. And now I just need to find the center point And I think the distance is 90 as well, isn't it? Let me check. Or is it 120? Yes, so it'd be 120 based on the picture. I don't think it looks anything less. Okay, so what I'm thinking is 6 from the top and 6 from the bottom would make 120. We'll make 12, yeah. And then 6 here. And then that way I can push that through and just follow the lines. Okay. That doesn't seem hard at all. Does that make sense? So I measured at 90 centimeters from this 90 centimeter gap, 120 centimeter gap, 90 centimeter gap, and that's going to be 120 centimeter gap. So I'm just going to follow the lines. And that way I'll know how thick I need to cut, I think. That's 12. Okay, that's all right. So now, when I move it that way, this is what I normally do when I cut skirting boards. But in this instance, I'm cutting it 45 degrees from the top, meaning that I don't need it to slide in, if that makes sense, I think. And you know what? Now, I need to put this back the way it was. And what I need to do is move that top part this way. Yeah? So 45 this way. I'm just thinking. Yes. So 45 degrees this way, which means that this would be cut that way, which is perfect. That's exactly what I need. Now I need to see, because this blade is pretty thick, and I'm pretty sure it's not for this. Okay, I think that's what it is. The moment of truth. Yeah. Okay, I did it. Whoop, whoop. So I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of these. Now I'm just copying this one, and I need to take this with me, because just in case I mess it up. This one, which will be Are you ready? That's taken a lot longer than what I thought it was going to take. This sticker needs to come off. Now I'm actually really nervous to do this part. That. Okay. And that. With the corners. And then this. Let's see. Why is this so hard? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, do you know what? Yeah. But it's still, I will have to do a tiny bit of gapping, like the tiniest little bit. But it's still, yeah. Okay. I like it. But I'm going to put it on. But I don't want to take it off. Can you see? Look. I'll show you when it's all done. Now, I don't want to tape it up. No, sorry. I don't want to glue it on and nail it, because I have to go back to Bunnings and get another one of these. Maybe 2. I'll grab 2 just in case. Really like this. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but I really, really do. Because it's not the waviness. It's square. You know what? I will actually show you. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I'll go behind the camera. See? So it's like straight and little flat bit on top, and then triangular. So it's not round. I'm back. So I got more panels from Bunnings, and I'm just gonna follow. So I'm just gonna follow these two things. What else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do 2 additional ones, so that way I know what I'm doing for that door. So that way I'm not spending forever trying to measure things or measure these like I did before. So what the plan is to do 2 of these, I guess. All right, so let's get to it. Okay. Perfect. I just realised I should have, wait, actually I might swap it with this one. Oh no, I've got sticky tape up there as well. Oh, I should have taken this sticky tape before. I did, you know what, it doesn't matter. I will do this after because I don't have time. My kids are about to bust in. Okay, so the plan is to glue this. Try and do this my best way. I should have gotten a wet cloth just so that way if anything's trying to escape I can do it. Like I can wipe it up, but that's okay. Let's just give this a go. Okay, corner and corner. I'm not going to nail it until I get these corners right. That's what I'm going to do. And I think I'm just going to do one in the middle. Do you think I should do one in the middle? What if it moves it? Oh my God, now I'm scared. Okay, maybe I'll press it down a little bit more. Give it a moment. Make sure that it's cornered. Yeah, or do I glue? Listen, okay, that's fine. I am going to, no, I'm going to nail the middle and then I'll come back and do it properly. Oh my God, fingers crossed this works. No, I'm scared. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's centered in the corner. Hold up. Let's do it there. Yeah. Okay. That ain't going anywhere. Okay. Good job, Tiana. Okay. Let me do this. That one's in. Oh, I did that little corner. I shouldn't have done it on there. Okay, don't do anything on corners. I'll still fix it up, but it's not advisable. Okay, and then that one, I'll straighten that out a little bit. Okay, so do it like this maybe. Yeah, that's probably better. I think that's a good plan. Nail it in. Okay, don't get your fingers off. Perfect. Okay. Yep. And then move down a little bit. Make sure that's nice and straight. Do my other one. Oh, should I do it there? Yeah. Yep. Okay. And then this one. Okay. I think that one went through. No, we didn't. Lucky me. Okay. I'm getting glue everywhere today. Like, what is my problem? At this point, I just realized that I didn't upload my outro video and I have no idea where it's gone. So I'm guessing I would have deleted it by accident. But that is okay. So I ended up finishing off the paneling I gave it a good sand, and the door was out there for probably about 3 days because it was raining. I ended up doing another coat of primer, and because of the rain, the condensation on the ceiling ended up falling down to the door, and then I had to sand it, and I ended up going back and forth for days, and I ended up creating a patch in the middle of the door, which you will see in the next video because you can't miss it. So I think that's it for this video. I didn't know that this was going to take such a long time, but in the next video I will put it up on the wall. I will do some painting. You will also see that I'm going to have to adjust a couple of the hinge doors, not the hinge doors, a couple of the hinges and where the holes are. But thank you so much for watching. This has been a learning curve for me, definitely. Hopefully you have been able to learn something as well, and I will see you in the next video where I put the door up, fix the holes, do some painting, and then you'll be able to see the final the outcome. Thank you.